The Unicef report states that as of the end of 2021, India and Nigeria had a very large number of unvaccinated children, with Nigeria having 2 million zero-dose children due to resistance in some states across the country. UNICEF officials speak on factors responsible for the rise in the number of unvaccinated children in Nigeria, while calling on stakeholders to enlighten more citizens on the possibility of deadly disease outbreaks in rural communities.
A lot of misinformation. How do we get the right information to the people about, the fears that they may have about the vaccine? So you are very critical partners in this regard. And what we are doing in this area is working with a network of voluntary community mobilizers in the states that are most affected. And most of them that Eduardo has already mentioned, the ones that have the most zero-dose children. Religious leaders, the traditional leaders, the community leaders, these are the gatekeepers of communities. And where we have negative information about the vaccines, we rely on them.
Officials also speak more on the major thrust of the State of the World's Children's Report for this year.
The main problem that the population is facing is actually lack of access to the services. It's like in places like because of insecurity, because of conflict, or just because of poverty, like we're seeing in urban slums in Lagos, for example, or in the north, in Sokoto, or Zamfara. What we are seeing is that there is a lack of access, that the services, the health services, they are not reaching the most vulnerable. So our target is like in the next 700 days to go again and again to the same communities that they don't have access to vaccination, to try to catch up these children and to reach at least 1 million children. If we work jointly with the communities to bring the services to the communities, we are 100% sure that the vaccination coverage will increase.
UNICEF says it is working to ensure that vaccines get to hard-to-reach areas across Nigeria, especially in northern states like Kano, Sokoto, and Katsina, where many unvaccinated kids are in the majority. Olije Wapera, Arise News.